Hey guys, it's Lauren here, and we're going to use the November kits from Kitaholic Kits to make a great fun layout. I found it wasn't really lost, I don't know if I found, but I decided I was going to use the cut apart sheet. We got a couple of them in the kit this month, and the garden party one had some good florals and phrases and bits and pieces that I thought would go so nicely together with these photos of my son picking out a mulberry plant at our local Bunnings. So I'm just going to have a play. I've got 4 little photos. Doesn't mean I have to use them all, but I am going to keep them here to see what I'm going to work on. And because of the cut aparts, I'm sort of working on a grid, but not a grid, because the fact, for me, a grid sort of becomes a bit more has a lot of more symmetry to it, and is often spaced out, or if it's all overlapped, it's all overlapped, or what, I'm not sure. I know what I'm trying to say, right? I think there's a lot to do with symmetry, and I think because I wanted some pieces to be joined and others to be nestled in next to each other but not joined, and others to be different shapes and different sizes, a lot of the times the grid are definitely pretty similar in size, and it's not necessarily size, shape. So if you've got rectangles, you'll have some project life cards and some cards and stuff, some photos all nestled in together. Anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you guys. I'm sure you know exactly what a grid layout is, and I'm pretty sure I just rambled some butchered explanation of it, and that was not helpful at all. Anyway, I'm just having a little play with my photos and my positioning on some of the embellishments, the little cut aparts and whatnot that's going on around here. I thought it was getting a bit busy on that background, so I was looking at the pattern paper to see if there was a different pattern paper background that I could be using, as well as I found this little speech bubble, which I thought would be a great journaling spot. I do fussy cut it out, which takes minimal time, and I do lay it down in a spot that I think is going to work, but the power of taping down and adhering things to the page means that they don't always end up where we first put them. And in fact, the speech bubble has no space for it once I do adhere and commit to all the things on the layout. So just having a little play, just working out exactly what we've got here is where I swap that pattern paper to white background. I'm not liking how things were getting lost, but I am liking the background of that pattern paper that I was using with a lovely floral. And so I cut down the cardstock so that I can layer that floral behind. Just taking, I think I take basically 1 inch off the 2 sides, top and bottom, but over I do spread it out just because I was mucking around, and often do that. You have to do that with pattern paper to make sure the pattern is centered, but you don't necessarily have to do that with white cardstock because there's nothing on it yet. Anyway, I'm just gutting out the middle, taking out a square of the cardstock to make sure that it's not all just stuck behind and not usable, and in fact it's really helpful because I was able to use that straight away on the next layout. So I'm just going to stick down the white cardstock on top. Now I just put 4 little strips of the double-sided tape, and then I turn over a corner of each strand, and that way you can see it sticks out. I line it up and there's only a little bit of the corner of the tape holding it in, and then you're able to pull the strip of the double-sided tape and have it work well. So on we go with the pieces. Again, I'm just laying them out again. I'm just seeing what I like, and it changes a little. I don't put the photos too close together down the bottom, and so I am going to come in here now, and this is committed. I've stuck this down. I've got the little happy stuck to the bottom in as the title, and then we're just going to have a play with embellishing and filling in the last spots. So we've got lots of beautiful florals on this die cut no sticker sheet, so we're going to stick some of them on in a few spots, just filling in. And I don't want all the white space to be gone, but I don't want big chunks of space where your eye sort of settles and is, you know, jarring. I'm going to add this bird to the top because he's a little bit cute. And it's just amazing how these florals are the right size and just fit in these little spots. So adding some of the smaller details, trying to add that bow, but it just didn't work. So just, you know, pull some things out, have a play, position them, and then, you know, start committing and finish it off with committing all the things. I just, you know, got all these love hearts on here because they are a good little thing to fill in some spots. I love overlapping hearts lately, so making a big one and then a smaller one and they meet in the middle. It's just so cute. Another butterfly to match that butterfly card on the right. You can't go wrong. We're talking about gardening, so it's easy to get these flowers on. It's easy to get the little critters on with butterflies and birds and whatnot. And I got a little label over here and just filling in a quick little spot of journaling, just saying that he was so precise and caring about choosing the mulberry that he purchased with his own money. And I'm just going to add a dotted line border around a couple of these cards just so that the white sticks out on top of the white. And there's not much more else to it. I think the funnest thing about this is starting off with some solid pieces, so those big pieces, these big cards, and then the photos, and then just having fun with some of the smaller bits to round out and fill in the background so that it looks cohesive and lovely. So adding a border all the way around, just because that way that white cardstock pops off the floral and it just outlines and makes the whole layout pop. And here's the close-ups, and I hope you've enjoyed the video today and hope you are getting creative yourself. Have a good day, guys. Bye.